If you're growing raspberries and you want beautiful, airy, productive canes, I'm going to show you how to prune them for maximum fruit production. I'm Cameron, welcome back to the Busy Gardener channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to identify Primocanes and Floricanes, what to leave on it, what to take off, as well as whether you've got a summer bearing or an ever-bearing type of raspberry. Let's get busy. When it comes to your raspberry plants, you've got two kinds of canes that you're going to be looking for. Your Primocanes and your Floricanes. Primocanes are that first year's growth, that's that very green vegetative growth, and you can most easily tell that it's a Primocane because the wood itself is green. Floricanes are that cane in its second year of growth, and those are going to start to look woody and a little harder. You'll be able to really easily differentiate the two. When it comes to pruning your raspberries, you want to make sure you know whether or not you have a summer bearing or a ever-bearing raspberry. When you're pruning these, it's so easy for them to get stuck. If you stay tuned to the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to more easily get these canes out of the plant. All right. Pruning your summer bearing raspberries is probably the easiest thing. You're going to get one crop when it comes to summer bearing, and that's in the early summer. That's why they're called a summer bearing. And those berries are always going to form on your Floricanes. That means those canes that came up the first season, they're going to always fruit the next summer. The easiest way to prune those is to cut them all the way down to the ground. Every Floricane that is fruited, you cut all the way down. You're going to be looking for that brown caney growth, that woody growth. Cut it all the way down to the ground. You want those out of there. That's going to create room for your new Primocanes to come up. And the existing Primocanes, you're going to leave 6 to 8 of your strongest ones, and these are going to be what give you fruit next summer. Now let's talk about ever-bearing raspberries. Ever-bearing raspberries are a very special kind of raspberry. You get 2 crops a year from these. And so that's what we have planted here. My in-laws have a beautiful patch of raspberries and grapes and some blueberries. And these heritage raspberries are an ever-bearing raspberry. That means they're going to give a crop in the summer as well as in the fall. And I'm going to talk to you quickly about the distinctions and show you how to prune this type of thing. This ever-bearing crop we've pruned down to leave just the Primocanes that came up this spring, and these, believe it or not, are going to give a large crop this coming fall. So these are going to set fruit, and in just a few months, it's midsummer, late summer right now, this fall we're going to have a large crop of fruit. We're going to leave these canes after that first crop, and these same canes are going to give a second crop next summer, early next summer. So you get 2 crops when it comes to an ever-bearing. If you want to avoid all of that, wondering, did I get it? Did I cut the right ones? After you get your fall crop, you can just cut this down to the ground every winter, and that way you'll just have a single annual crop. So that's a way to approach it too, but I kind of like 2 crops. Okay, a few quick tips when it comes to pruning. First, you want sharp pruning shears. Second, you absolutely want gloves because these things have nasty thorns and they will poke you, as I was finding out on my legs and hands before I grabbed my gloves. Another is any place you see dead or diseased or broken canes, you want to take those out. So you see this one here is broken, and so we want to remove this at the base. All of your pruning you want to be doing as close to the ground as possible. And that way you're just removing less material to get in the way to get infected. And when you're leaving nice thick branches, you want to make sure you're choosing canes that look more like this than like this. This little thing is the size of I don't even know what this is. What would you call it? Electrical wire? Whereas this is the size of a marker. This is going to give us some nice beefy production. So we're going to leave this beautiful Primocane. And so by coming through and just clearing this area out of all of the woody growth near the base, we're going to get rid of everything that we don't want. Raspberries also have a spreading habit. And so anything that you see trailing somewhere else, if it's a young plant, feel free to pull it out of the ground. Or if you see one, you can just feel free to cut it off. Anything that's outside of this crown area that's going somewhere you don't want to grow, nail it quickly because you will have a problem. All right, now, when you've made your cut at the bottom and you want to get this out of here, you want to always grab the base of the stem and pull the stem out. If you pull it from the top, all of these branches get cut up. And make it so that it's difficult to pull it out. It'll cause damage to what you're leaving. So grabbing the base of it and pulling it through will let all of these bend on their way out. And so that will help you to just more easily pull it out, getting it out of there with causing minimal damage to your plant. Five minutes of pruning and this raspberry plant is ready to go to produce for the fall and give us a nice crop for next season. Raspberry plants are wonderful. The raspberry fruit is so tasty, and hopefully this has given you a little bit of confidence to tackle the pruning of your raspberry plants. So whether you've got one raspberry plant that you're pruning or 500, till next time, stay busy.